All right, everybody. Welcome to As a Fan. As a Fan is a live interactive football show built for people like you and I. We are fans, okay? And the thing still came up. We are fans. We love the whatever sport it is we love. We're talking about football today, which is what we've been talking about lately. And we just here to fan out. I have a great guest in store. But first, y'all know we have to make sure that we get all of the housekeeping out the way. First and foremost, this is a live show. I am trying to get this show featured. So please, please, please try to refrain from any profanity, anything that's wild and crazy, any type of crashing out. We don't want to do none of that here. Okay? Not today, not for the next hour. No cussing. That's pretty much it. No, none of the stuff that be going on here. That's outrageous. Okay, we just gonna keep it real fair and square around here today. All right. So as a fan, again, I'm Autumn the Aries. If I didn't tell y'all that already, I am a huge college football fan. I'm an NFL fan too. I'm a UFL fan too. I'm just a huge football fan overall. And that was the concept of this show. I have a brand called As a Fan that I work with across all platforms. So follow me everywhere at Autumn the Aries. And we're going to go ahead and get it kicked off. So first and foremost, we're going to get into tag news. That's what we do around here. We make sure that we shout out everything that's going on around the app first and foremost. So tag news and announcements. Let's talk about the shows that we have going on all week long. I have a handful of shows that I would like to shout out. So Pin Flow with Top Badge Rainmaker is on Sundays, every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A real chill type of show, interactive show. Y'all go ahead, and if y'all like poetry, y'all like writing, y'all like any of those types of things, make sure that you check Rainmaker out. Top Badge Aquarium will be hosting a new show called Mug Mondays. And that is you'll be able to catch that every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And it's kind of like a coffee hour. You bring your favorite mug and you guys talk about whatever it is she's deciding that she's going to talk about that week. It should be pretty chill. She'll be starting that this upcoming Monday. Geeked Out with Top Badge Casper, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys have not checked Casper's show out, it is amazing. It's been around for a while. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? As a fan, it's kind of like Geeked Out. Geeked Out takes characters or, music, whatever it is, all types of stuff, and they kind of fan out, but they geek out about it, right? He has a little trivia. He does all the good things. So check him out. Modern Day Bay, hosted by El the Drug on Tuesdays, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's a kind of late, but if you like talking about everyday social type things, relationships, all that types of stuff, please check out El the Drug. And then me, as a fan with me, Top Badge Autumn the Aries, every Wednesday, as of right now, from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is what you are tuning into right now, this day. Playback with Big Brother on Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and check him out. And then on Friday, every Friday, the app itself has the rundown at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where you can find all of the information, all of the tag news, anything that's breaking, anything that's going on, new top badges of the week, all of the contests, all of the things from 2 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Unless they change. Sometimes they change it because they're doing all types of new stuff. Also, what's going on the app, I have been announcing this every week. In the last weekend of July 30th through August 2nd is the IRL Expo in Vegas. We're going to be out in Vegas. From what I understand, it's almost sold out. I think like the big tickets are still available, but we say sold out. They'll probably release some more tickets. Y'all know how that stuff go. So hopefully I'll get to see you there. I will definitely be there. I got my ticket. I have no worries. Everything is booked and I'm in that thing. So hopefully we'll all be able to meet each other and have a good time. And then you guys, if you don't know, Tag, who is trying to move to a more of a streaming platform. I know you guys know that Tag has kind of been like this dating thing, and it's changed over the years, whatever, what have you. However, they are trying to make things to be a little bit more of a streaming platform, and with that, they have decided to do a reality show that is going to be on YouTube. So y'all make sure y'all follow the Tag app on YouTube. From what I understand, they about to start recording for it now. What do I know about the reality show? Nothing. I have no idea. All I know is my boy 50 on there. I know Cupid on there. It's just them two together. It's just gonna be real funny, whatever it is they do. So that is upcoming. I'm not sure the release date. I don't know any of those things. But as soon as I find out, I will definitely let y'all know right here on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, now let's get into some of the news. Let's get into the fan news. Let's get into what's going on in the NFL, college football, UFL, whatever it is. If my guest is here, if you would like to request a box, you could come up here for this particular segment, and then we'll just keep you up here and move on into your fandom. Are you here? Are you here? I think she's here. If you're not ready, that's fine. I can go ahead and get started. Okay, come on up. We can talk about the news together. Again, welcome in everybody. My name is Autumn the Aries. You are tuned into As a Fan. This is an interactive show about fans and their fandoms of their particular sports teams. And right now we have welcomed up PettyAssNiners. What's up, girl? Thank you.
What up? How you doing, love?
PettyAssNiners. We're gonna just call her Niners because we ain't.
Yeah, you can just call me Nina.
Hold on, let me turn you up because I can't hear nothing. Okay, there you go. All right, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Yes, go ahead and introduce yourself really quick, and then we're gonna get into some of the news that's going around the NFL and college football.
I don't know about that college football stuff like that, but we can definitely talk about the NFL. That's my wheelhouse.
What I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I got your back.
That's my wheelhouse. But what up, y'all? My name is Niner. I've been on the app for about 4.5 years now consecutively. I got my top badge back in November of 2024, and I've had it ever since. I have a poetry show. If y'all are into poetry, I also have a poetry show every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Tagged. And I'm in another show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. On Tagged in somebody else's stream as a co-host. And every Friday, I'm also a co-host for another poetry show at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to pull up, just let me know. My IG's in my bio. It'll be on my stories, and you can follow everybody over there.
Well, I appreciate you if you cut your other show short to be here. I really appreciate that.
Of course, listen, it's not. I'm a co-host for there, and I told them I had prior engagement that I couldn't back away from because they know football is my first love.
I know that.
Football is my first love.
Me and you. All right. So it's okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get started. And I'm gonna just talk about some college football news real quick. If you have anything to say about it, you can say it. If you don't, you don't. For the audience,
semi-pretty. I don't know about college football like that.
So, and people in the audience, be sure. I mean, you can weigh in if you want to, however you want to do this. Now, college football news. The biggest thing that has been talked about over the last week in college football news is the fact that there was like this round table with the president about like name, image, and likeness, and college football players getting paid, and all of this and the other. And they called it Saving College Sports, which is insane because college sports ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. But they had this. It was last Friday, March 6th. It was a 100-minute meeting, brought together approximately 50 leaders from college athletics, and this is not just for college football; it's for all of college, all college sports. And so there was basically the outcome or proposals is the president announced he will issue an all-encompassing executive order within a week and to address NIL and economic issues in college sports. Here's my thing. What is he gonna say? I mean, I don't really know. Like, has he been to football game before? Absolutely. Does he really know anything about?
Probably not.
college sports, period. Like, do you know anything? No, you don't. Like, I mean, let's just keep it a book. But whatever, that's neither here nor there, none of my business. The roundtable focused on the need for federal legislation, such as the SCORE Act, to create common sense, enforceable rules for nil deals and the transfer portal. Now, I am a fan of regulating name, image, and likeness, and the transfer portal and revenue sharing and all of that good stuff, because it has kind of gone into a thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is kind of like a big deal. And if we don't regulate it, it's going to get out of hand. Now, I don't feel like it's like so far gone till it can't get out of hand, which is what some college football fans are saying. I don't think that. I do think that it can be salvaged, and frankly, I feel like they should have did all of this before they
Right.
actually like launched it, but whatever. So there were the focus areas for participants discussed the financial instability of schools, athlete compensation, collective bargaining, and the preservation of women's and Olympic sports. There were a few notables there. If you guys know Nick Saban, who was a former coach for Alabama, Urban Meyer, former coach from Ohio State and Florida. That's really all who I was really all concerned about, because I don't really understand how they got up there, because they said a whole lot. Nah, Urban is my man. I'm an Ohio State fan. Urban is my man. Okay. I don't understand how y'all get up here and are having like the most huge problem. Like, it's so bad that these college players are getting paid, when in all actuality they've been getting paid. They've been sliding them a little money, a little car, a little house for their family under the table before this had become actually legal, especially down in the SEC, which is why they are all, a lot of them are feeling away, because they're not like all the way on top anymore, because the playing field is even. So that's what happened with that stupid thing. I'll keep y'all updated to see, what this executive order is going to be about. Blase's play. Spring football is back. So if you follow a college team, your college team, it has probably already launched their spring camps, their spring football, spring practices. There are spring games coming up. I will be in attendance in Columbus, Ohio, to go to the Ohio State spring game on April 18th. So I'm excited about that. I've never been to a spring game. I mean, it's really like a glorified practice. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a little scrimmage or whatever. They're going to have some giveaways. That's really what I'm getting there for. And I get to go and meet some other creators and things of that nature. So NFL highlights, let's get into it. One thing that was brought up in my stream earlier and that I wanted to talk about is, how do we feel if you were to like turn on the TV on Sunday?
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we have the Indiana Bears.
Huh?
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
How does that even, that don't even, it's not rolling off the tongue properly. It don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But here's why I asked that. The Chicago Bears are considering a potential move that's around 16 miles away from where they are now, because it's like right on the Illinois-Indiana border, basically, to Hammond, Indiana, near Wolf Lake. Post-Bears renovations are already being considered for Soldier Field to become a year-round concert and premier venue. So they've been talking about, right, West Side, but still, it's like, you know what I mean? It's still in Indiana. Like, they're going to cross the line and it's going to be in Indiana, which makes, I'm not sure. I know this has happened before with different types of teams or whatever, but like, are they going to rename? Are they going to rename them? Or are they
So, fun fact about Niner, my 9 to 5 is I'm a project manager at an engineering consulting firm,
okay?
and I actually work with sports teams and sports agencies, and like with people in the NFL to come up with the proposals and the layouts and the plans for a lot of stadiums. So my
Wow.
government is on a lot of stadiums already. The Chicago Bears one is one of those contracts that I'm working on.
Wow.
The name change is not in the works. That's not
Okay, good.
happening. It's just gonna be a physical move So
Okay.
it's similar to the 49ers when they moved from San Francisco to Santa Clara. They kept their name, San Francisco 49ers. That's just the location change.
It's just, but they stayed in California too. Like that's right. They stayed.
I mean, Indiana's not really that far.
It's
Like
not.
it's a 45-minute drive
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
because the distance from where Candlestick it well used to be and where Santa Clara is almost 2 hours
Oh wow.
with
That is.
traffic, especially on a game day. So you're looking at traveling 2 hours to get to a game.
That's insane.
And then you got to find parking, and then that's impossible because each lot parking spot is about $80 to $100 just to put your car.
That is
Like,
crazy. I didn't realize that.
see, you gotta. That's a lot of things you gotta factor in, especially when you buy a ticket to go to a game. How are you getting to the game? You gonna eat at the game? You gonna drink anything at the game? You trying to leave? Like, there's a lot of planning and prepping. So it's not just really, oh, I'm gonna buy this ticket for $200, and that's all I'm paying. You're gonna end up paying $500-$600 for one game.
And then consider season ticket holders who already have tickets, and now they having
Well,
to
as a
go.
season ticket holder, you get benefits too. So you get free food, you get free drinks, you get free like accommodations in when you're at the stadium. But that's just that game or that team, which kind of
Right.
sucks, especially
Yeah.
if you want to go to an away game.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Well, we gonna keep, I'm gonna have to tap in with you, see what's what, because you know what I'm saying. We need to follow this and see exactly what's gonna happen. Everybody, welcome in. This is As a Fan. This is where we discuss fandom of our favorite teams. Tonight we are talking about football, and we're gonna get into it here shortly. Right now, we're just talking about some NFL news that's going around. So really quick, I want to get into, right now it's like the trade and free agency frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any, actually, I'll come to you in a minute. Let me get these out because
Okay.
I'll come to you in a minute. Okay, so first, here are some of the, and y'all can put some in the chat too. Cowboys play the 49ers this year. It's on the schedule? Okay, we gonna talk about it. We can talk about it.
Cowboys play the Niners this year. Listen, we're definitely talking about that.
Okay, we'll talk about it because
That's where you're gonna get my competitive side about to come out.
you'll get mine till it is. It is what it is. All right, so trade and free agency frenzy. We had Hendrickson signed a 4-year, $112 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna tell y'all what, I'm in the wrong business.
Girl.
$112 million. It didn't tell. Oh, for over 4 years, bro. Like, that is a lot of money. That was a good move. You think that was a good move? I see San Fran twice a year. All right, all right. So then we had Alec Pierce re-signed with the Indianapolis Colts on a 4-year, $116 million extension. So they was like, we gonna hold on to this guy. We had Malik Willis signed a 3-year, $67.5 million deal with the Miami Dolphins. Trent McDuffie acquired by the Los Angeles Rams from the Chiefs and signed a record-breaking 4-year, $124 million situation. I just don't really. It made my stomach hurt even saying that. Like,
Girl.
what? Jared Goff reconstructed his contract with the Detroit Lions to create 32 million in 2026 cap space. And then we have Tua, who went to the Falcons for a year. I'm gonna just stop and talk about this for a second.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So what's offsetting about it? What's offsetting about it for you?
The way, for me, it's the way the Falcons play, period, as a whole. And he's already known to be getting really bad concussions and having CTE and all of that. And it's just like why are you putting yourself in a position for it to get worse?
Exactly.
Like, for what? Like, I get it. It's the love of the game. I get it. It's your pride. It's whatever, your ego, whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, your health is a lot more important in this game. As much as we love watching you, your health is a lot more important. And I think he should have retired. I think he should have just through.
I 100% agree. I 100% feel like with as bad as he's been concussed, like
Mm-hmm.
we saw this in real time. It was
Yep.
so scary. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason why he should even be playing. Like I don't know why they're like y'all talk about regulating all of these things, but why is that not regulated? Like he's had too many. You know what I'm saying? It's
I'm not gonna. That man cannot catch a break when it comes to concussions. But I mean, who knows? Maybe the O line for the Falcons will do a better job than Miami did. But I highly doubt it because it is Atlanta and yeah.
so
It's Atlanta.
Mr. Laurie, I would have passed on to a same. Mado, the
I would have
fact
passed
that
on to
they
her.
released Kirk Cousins got 2-0 is blasphemy, but I'm also a Saints fan. Man, listen, I don't care. They could have released the whole damn doggone team, and they still should have picked up Tua. Like I hate that his career has to end the way that it's. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It has to go the way that it's going because I know how these men like this is their lives, this is their
Yeah, this
livelihood.
is this. Yeah.
But you gotta think about your body and your say like how are you gonna be a vegetable sooner than later? Like
Like I
we
don't even know. Does he have a kids? Is he married? Like
I don't know.
I
I
don't think I've
don't
ever
know.
heard anything about Tua's life, like
Yes, he
off the
is.
field.
Mango said he
He
is.
is. So it's like okay, like I get it. You want to provide for your family, but how are you gonna provide for your family if you are no longer well and able to do that?
Right.
That's
And
that's the
Michael,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a realist and I just think logically and
I get
who
it.
knows.
Michael Penix ran for his life last year on a listen, and both his knees blown out, ain't they? He ain't got no dang on knees.
Yeah,
Like, and then you
it's
go
not funny, but that's
no,
funny.
it's not. But they had, I don't know if y'all saw the memes or whatever, but they had them both. They had Tua laying on the ground. They had Michael Penix in the hospital with two after he just got his knees worked on. Like,
Yeah.
what
And
are
then
they
you have the player from the Cowboys who unalived himself with a newborn.
doing? Yep, crazy.
It's a lot. This world is
Then,
something.
then Atlanta got Stefanski as a coach. Like nothing is ever
Guys,
the
y'all cool?
Falcons curse is
Y'all
real.
okay?
The Falcons
What's
curse is real.
happening?
I don't see nothing good coming for him, but it is what it is. Um, and then we had Max Crosby, which was the talk of the town for the past 24 hours, who was traded to the Ravens, and then the Ravens was like, "Look, my boy, that knee, we ain't gonna be able to pay you for
Mm-hmm.
that knee. We ain't gonna be. I mean, we gonna need you to go on right back on to where you was at. The deal is off." They rejected him because of a failed physical. So
Yep.
that has been the talk of the town, and it's been kind of funny. Have you been seeing the fans unraveling on there?
Although all I've been seeing is Max Crosby all over my feed.
It's been
And if
crazy.
it's not that, it's the draft pickups because my algorithm is solely about football right now.
Full about it. Right,
Very
right,
sad.
right. Typical spring, typical spring. And so
Mm-hmm.
wide receiver Mike Evans signed a 3-year, $60.4 million contract to serve as a primary target for Brock Purdy on the 49ers. Let's hear from a 49er fan how you are feeling about that and how you're feeling about your trades, your off-season things. And I know like trade season just opened like today
Mm-hmm.
or yesterday. But how are you feeling about your team right now?
I'm feeling like my team is stacking, and we've always been contenders, right? Like we've always been contenders. We always make it where we make it. I think it's been what the last 11 years that we've made it to the playoffs. Period. Whether, and then even further in that to the NFC Championship and to or the Super Bowl. That speaks a lot about a team. So the fact that we can get there every year, and as injured as we are all the time, that speaks for itself. You feel me? Like being as injured as my team is, you had God, I don't even know, bro. Like you had Nick Bosa out, Fred Warner got injured, McCaffrey got injured, uh Purdy got injured in the beginning of the season, which is why Mac Jones came in, did his thing, kept us alive. and then they kind of swapped roles again, and Purdy just kept it going. Pearsall got injured. Like there's just it's just
You
Kittle
talking
went
about you
out.
stressed
So
out.
I can list my whole team. My whole team is injured.
Man,
But
well,
somehow,
hopefully
some
they're
way,
getting the
we still made
recovery
it to the
that they
second
need
round
in
of
the
the
offseason.
playoffs.
Hopefully they getting the recovery that they need in the offseason. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so. But in terms of Mike Evans being signed, I think that's amazing. I think my team is stacking powerhouse players, and I will say that I was surprised that he took the pay that he took for the amount of time that it was, because as a contender, like as a very high player, I would have expected him to fight a little bit more, maybe get a little bit more out of the Niners. But I'm okay that you didn't, and we could just continue to find other people as well. And there's talk about him potentially coming over, potentially getting Justin Jefferson too to play on the
Oh,
Niners. That's also in the works. And I think I read something yesterday. I don't know if it's fake news or not, because I can't always trust my Instagram or my Facebook or whatever. But they're talking about signing Joey Bosa for a year on defense to play with his brother, which I think is gonna be dope if that's actually a true thing. You'll have one Bosa brother on both sides of the field and they just dominate the whole defense field. So
I mean, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
excited.
You could thank the Ohio State Buckeyes. You know what I'm saying?
And I
You can
appreciate y'all.
you know what I
I
mean?
appreciate y'all.
For
Y'all produce dope ass
you can thank the Buckeyes for that. All right,
dope
so
ass
everybody
defensive
that
players.
is just getting here, this is As a Fan. This is a show that I have every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here to talk about our fandom of right now football. Like that's what the show is about. In the future, I'm thinking about bringing in other sports, whatever, what have you. But right now, we talking about the sport that I love, which is football, NFL,
That's
college
right.
football, UFL, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into Niners fandom because that is why we are here. I have some questions for you, and these questions are basically just going to just tell me about your fandom. Basically, that's all it's gonna be. And then if you're in the chat, if you wanna tell us who your teams are, that's fine. Go ahead and put it in the chat. We gonna want to keep the chat moving. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure visibility is there. All right. How did you become a fan of the San Francisco 49ers?
I've always been a fan of the Niners. I've been a fan since I was in the womb. Um, my mom, my parents, my older brother, and a lot of my family members are Niner fans. I was born and raised in San Francisco, so it's kind of like a here you go. This is your team. If you like them, you like them. If you don't like them, find a new one. But this is your team. And then I fell in love with the players. I fell in love with the game, with the scheme. I fell in love with watching old tapes of Jerry Rice and Joe Montana and Dwight Clark and Ricky Waters, like all the greats, all the greats.
It was a sight to see.
It was it was definitely a different era of football. I can tell you that.
Hmm. Yep, that's around the time I became a football fan too. So
Yeah.
it was great to watch. Like Jerry Rice, watching Jerry, like
I met him. I
did
met him.
you tell me
I
about it?
did. I met him. So because the Super Bowl was in Levi's this past February, I went to the Super Bowl experience down at Moscone Center, downtown San Francisco. Because I don't know if you know, like every city that hosts the Super Bowl, they close their
I've been to
downtown
one.
and they have the whole experience for like a
Yep, I've
week.
been to one.
I went. This is my second one that I went to. I went to one back in 2016, when they had it out here, and then this past February, that man was throwing footballs. All right, he was. I was in line waiting to meet Frank Gore.
Okay.
And like, for example, right, like Frank Gore's here, the line's right here, there's another booth right here, he's in this booth, Frank Gore's in the booth that I'm waiting at because they closed Jerry Rice's because that line was out the fucking door.
I'm about to go to
um
sleep.
and he comes out and he's signing footballs, he's throwing footballs this way, he's throwing footballs this way, and I'm like, bro, can you throw one this way, because I'm over here, hi, nice
Right.
to meet you. And nothing. So whatever, they ended up shutting down Frank Gore's line halfway through, waiting to get up there, and I was bummed. So I was walking out, and my brother and my cousin and I were walking, and then they went to do something, and I went somewhere else to go wait in another line to see which line we'd get into faster. And here's Jerry Rice just casually walking. I'm like, oh my god, you're Jerry Rice.
Right.
Like, hold on. I was like, can I just get I will do a selfie. Can I just get a picture with you? And his security guard was like, he's got somewhere to be right now. Like, he doesn't have time to even take 2 seconds to stop. But Jerry's like, but you can walk with me over here until I leave the building. And I was like, oh, let's go. So we just had a conversation, and then I have his rookie card, his Super Bowl rookie card from his last Super Bowl in '94, um, against the Chargers. And I was like, you possibly want to sign my rookie card while you walk? And he's like, I don't have a pen. You got a pen. All the things in my purse, I had no pen, and I was pissed the fuck off. And then later on, I found out that those footballs that people caught were tickets to the Super Bowl.
I know you lying.
So there's that. And then the night before, Brock Purdy was over there in the same center or whatever, throwing footballs, signed footballs that also got Super Bowl tickets if you caught that football. And I'm just here like, I got to meet the man in the flesh, and I didn't even get nothing. That's crazy.
Well, but you got the
But the
experience.
experience was dope. He's actually a sweetheart. Like, he's so nice. He's so about the fans. He's a family man. Like, well, that's how it comes off. Like, he's very humble, and he's very not like standoffish. Like, he likes to talk to the fans. He likes to talk to the people. So I appreciate that. Especially being one of my favorite players growing up. I appreciate that, because a lot of the players, you hear the stories that they're stuck up, or they're mean, or they're rude, or they think they're better than everybody else just because they have that fame and that fandom, that stardom that they got. But he's such a humble man
Did
compared to
you
other
watch?
people.
Did you watch the documentary that was on Netflix that was about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys dynasty, and because he was in it, and
That one I didn't watch. That one I didn't watch. I started watching the Rise of the Niners, the Rise of the 49ers, the one that Tom Brady hosts, or like talks about or whatever. I started watching that one. I have like 3 episodes left.
Well, it's for
But I haven't seen that
any
one.
football fan, even if you like completely detest the Cowboys, it was very good. Like a whole lot of history is there, not just surrounded around the Cowboys, but Jerry Rice was in it, and he had some really good commentary because, of course, they had to talk about the rivalry between
The Niners and Cowboys. Yeah.
So it was good. So if you ever get a chance to watch it, check that out. Okay, so what is your best memory, which this one that you just said is great already, but what is your best memory from watching the 49ers? Now, this could be an experience like you just had. It could be a game that you watch. It could be, anything about another player, whatever, a commercial, whatever. What's the best thing that comes to your mind where you're like, man, I'll never forget this?
I have two.
Okay.
Aside from this one. So my first one would have to be one of the games that I went to. It was against the Saints. It was the Niners' almost undefeated season. And the Niners played the Saints at home. I was physically at that game. It was a shutout game. The score was 13-0. Probably one of the best feelings ever, to watch your team shut another team out. Sorry in advance.
That's crazy. Okay, what's the second one?
And then my second one was probably watching the NFC Championship game to make it to the Super Bowl back in 2024 when the Niners played the Detroit Lions. I think the final score, if I remember correctly, was 34-31. And but the best thing for me about that game is they were down 17 points. There was, from what it looked like, no chance for the Niners to come back and win and go anywhere and advance for anything. And out of nowhere, it's just hot hands everywhere. Like, to score the final field goal to one up in the game. Like, I'm sitting there on pins, and I love nail biter games. I hate them, but I love them so much because it's the adrenaline. You feel me? Like, it's the adrenaline, it's the rush. I don't know if you watched that game last season with the Bears versus the Niners, where it was literally touchdown after touchdown, like answered touchdown the entire game. I'm sitting there, my ex-boyfriend at the time and I were watching the game. He's a Bears fan, I'm a Niner fan. We had a whole bet, and whoever lost bought the other one a jersey of their choice from current players, because he already knew I was gonna ask for a Jerry Rice jersey or a Joe Montana jersey, and he's like, I'm not spending $200-$300 on your damn jersey.
Go get that Mitchell and Ness situation.
So I ended up, whatever. We ended up winning literally the last second. But even the announcers had said it on the TV. They were like, "This is probably the most exciting, nail-biting, old-school football game that we've seen in a very long time." And I got my jersey out of it. I got Fred Warner's rivalry jersey, the black
And it
one with
was,
the
and another reason why it
sticker.
was such a good game is because, this was the Bears like kind of
This was the
coming
Bears'
back,
comeback season.
right? They was coming back,
And
so
I'm not gonna hold you. Since the Niners went out right before the Bears played, the day before the Bears played, I was like, all right, we're gonna be a Bears fan for the rest of the season, just because I liked their second uh what is it, a second half team.
mm,
They pulled miracles out of. I'm
mm-hmm.
trying not to use vulgarity.
Oh, I did.
They pulled miracles out of thin air. Because how? Like you how?
Caleb
How?
Williams.
There were moments where I was the one sitting here like, have faith in your team, dude. Like, have faith in your team. And he's like, no, I don't want to watch the game. This game started off, it's all garbage, it's all this, it's all that. I'm like, can you just have faith in your boys?
Yeah, you can't give up on
Have
the
faith in
first
your. Why
half.
do I have more faith in your boys than you do? And he's like, man, you don't
Yeah,
know what you're talking about. 2 minutes before the game was over, he turns around, looks at me, and he's just like, maybe you were right.
yeah,
Duh.
you can't give up the first half. You can't give
Like,
up
what
the
do you
first
mean? It wasn't even the first. It was the first quarter.
half.
But I thought about it because I was like, you know what? I can't even be mad at him because in my mind, like I didn't say it out loud, but in my head, when that Niners and Bears game started, and they ran a freaking field goal. I mean, a punt, a kick, whatever, a kick return from the end of the goal all the way for a touchdown in the first 2 seconds of the game. Listen, I was like, oh great, this this
Started
is
off
gonna be
on
a
the
game. We already starting off with the foot with the. Never mind.
All right, so on the other end of that, what is the most heartbreaking moment or loss that you've experienced as a fan? Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a game. It could be the loss of a player. It could be anything of that nature. No, okay.
Oof. Um, I don't even think it's the player for me. I think it would have to be a game. It would have to be the Super Bowl game against the Chiefs, the last one. Being the second team to ever be a part of a Super Bowl that went to overtime, I had hope. And I don't understand why Kyle Shanahan decided to make a play to score a field goal instead of have Christian McCaffrey run that football into the end zone. He's right there. He's right there. Like, why? You had the game right there. You had it. And I actually streamed the games on here. So
Uh-huh.
everybody was in my stream watching that game with me, and everybody was like Niner. I went silent for like a good 10-15 minutes, and they're
You had
like, did
to.
she leave her room? Like, is she? Because I'm facing
Right.
the TV. Like, is you good? Like, are you breathing? Like, are you? What's up? And I'm just like, bro, like, nah. I swiped up so fast. I was like, couldn't do it. Like,
Yeah, that's no, I know the
you
feeling.
had it, bro. You had it. It was right there, dog. It was right there.
I definitely know the feeling. I definitely know the feeling of a bad coaching call. Like that's just don't
Like,
do
dude. And that's Kyle's. That's Shanahan's biggest thing. Like, he always does a great job coaching the entire game up until that last quarter, and then you decide to take your foot off their neck, like, so to speak, or you take the foot off the gas. It's why,
mm,
why,
mm,
for
mm.
what? It's like you don't
So
want to win.
in having that type of frustration, especially like with the coach, whatever have you, even though I know that you're like, you know, you've been a 49ers fan since day one,
Hmm.
hour one, why do you stay loyal to this team?
Because the miracles that they pull. It's the miracles that they pull. It's how they can bring players from other teams that were looked down on or weren't given the chance for real, and they bring them to the Niners, and they just, it's something about the Niner organization that makes a player a better player, and it's been proven. Like, Raheem Mostert was what, 10, 12 other teams prior to coming to the Niners, and Shanahan gave him the position as a running back, told him take a shot at running back, and he excelled. Now he's one of the top running backs. I think he's ran for 2,000 and some yards
What was
couple
his
couple years
position
ago.
before that?
Say that again.
What was his position before running back?
everything across the board. He played everything. He attempted to be a wide receiver. He attempted to be a played up for special teams. He just to any position possible. He's just been bouncing from position to position to see where he fit better, and he just excelled at a running back.
Wow.
And the same with coaching. Same with coaching. You have Robert Saleh, who was the defensive coordinator for the Niners, now the Tennessee head coach. You have D'Amico Ryan, defensive coordinator for the Niners, now the head coach for the Texans. Um,
They
what's his
just
name?
they just produce great.
They just, and I think it's just the fact that being, and it goes across sports too. It's not just football. Like, it's not just the 49ers. It's also the Warriors. It's also the Kings. It's also the Lakers. It's also um the Chargers. It's also the Rams. Like, I as much as I don't like my division rivals, I have to admit that my rival teams, like, they produce dope ass players. And I think it's something about California. I'm going to tell you.
I know that's right, Kelly.
It's
All
something about
right.
California.
As a fan of this team, what team do you think that you guys have the biggest rivalry with?
If you asked me a few years ago, I would tell you the Cowboys, but it's not. It's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs.
So tell me why.
What you mean why? The Chiefs. It's just something about the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the one team that we can't seem to ever.
Oh, they are the worst, man.
I
They are.
can't, like, it's for real. It's anybody but the Chiefs for me. I don't care who's playing the Chiefs. Whoever it could be the Cowboys, it could be the Saints, it could be the Jaguars, it could be the Jets, it could be the Giants. I don't care. Anybody but the Chiefs. I'm not
I
an Andy
was
Reid
kind of
fan.
tired. I
I
was
am not a
not
Patrick
tired.
Mahomes fan. However, I will say I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan for my fantasy team because that man has blessed me 2 years in a row. However, the actual game, you can go kick rocks and play in traffic somewhere.
That boy was walking around with mud on his face last season, boy.
Boy, that boy was running around with. I swear he has his body greased up or something. Cause there's no way. There's no way. Like, make it make sense. Okay. Like, make it make sense.
All
I
right,
don't understand.
that was great. That was the fan portion of getting to know you. So anybody that has just gotten here, if you came in late, I'm Autumn the Aries. This is As a Fan, and we are here to discuss fandom of your football teams. Right now we have Niners, Top Edge Niners, and she is a 49ers fan. And we are going to get into our last segment, which is a little bit of trivia. And for
Oh
some
Lord.
reason, I feel like you're gonna do good. I feel like you're gonna do really good.
We'll see.
I know. I think you got this. All right. Now, let me give y'all the rules. For the people in the comments, I'm going to ask the questions. Do not answer it until I say, okay, people in the comments, fans in the comments. If you know the answer, let us know. But give her a chance to answer the question first, please. All right, first question. Let's see which one I want to go with first. How many catches did Terrell Owens have to set the record in the 2000 season?
I'm not gonna hold you. I have no idea.
Take a guess.
I have no idea.
Take,
How many touchdowns?
he set the record. He set the record for
Was it 31?
Nope.
30, 31? No? Then I have no idea.
Fans, any other fans? Did y'all know? Y'all got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not 208. Knock it off.
200 touchdowns is diabolical.
Is that what you meant to put? Please. The answer is 20. And he set the record in a game against the Bears. 20. Yep. The answer is 20. All right, next question. I guess these is kind of some, a couple of these kind of old school questions.
Mm-hmm.
How many interceptions did Deion Sanders return for touchdowns while playing for the 49ers? I
It's
mean,
the numbers for me.
we gonna learn something today. That's
We gonna
all.
learn something today because
We
I
gonna
don't
learn something today.
remember.
If anybody ever asks you again, you gonna know. Just take a guess.
Uh, you said how many yards?
No. How many interceptions
Oh,
did Deion
interceptions.
Sanders? Yeah. How many interceptions did Deion Sanders run for touchdowns? You know, Prime was out there doing things.
Like combined interceptions? Or
Right.
just
How many interceptions did he get all together while he was playing for the 49ers and ran them back for touchdowns? Just take a guess. I'll give you a hint. It's not a big number.
okay. Like 15, maybe?
Nope. You want to guess
No.
one more time? It's less than that.
Less than that.
Hmm.
10.
Nope. Anybody in the any of the fans in the comments know? 7, 6, anybody else? 11. The answer is 3.
Uh,
And this is just think about this. Now he may have done it on other teams, but this is just for the 49ers. He ran back 3, which is actually still great. Like
mhm.
amazing. All right. Now this is a real history question. Okay. And if you don't know, again, we're gonna learn something. What coach, which it was a 49ers coach, apparently, which coach was credited with creating the now famous West Coast offense?
Oh, nothing wants to stick in my brain today. Bill Walsh.
You see, you had that one.
I'm like, what is his name? Oh
You
my
had
god.
that one. You had that one. Okay, okay, okay. All right. We got two more questions. All right, that was a good
Let's
one.
go.
Who was the first 49er to score 1,000 points in their career as a 49er?
To score 1,000 points?
Mhm. In the span of their career as a 49er.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
Rice. That's a good one. All right, last one. Last question. How many times? Oh, you a 49er fan too, aren't you, Nate? I think so. Maybe not. I can't remember. How many times? Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Oh,
my
well, excuse me.
bad. My bad.
Excuse me.
How many times did Joe Montana win
Mhm.
Super Bowl MVP?
Super Bowl MVP?
Hmm.
4.
Nope. You want to guess one more time?
It's either 3 or 4. I'm gonna go with 3 this time.
3. Yep, that's the answer.
Yeah,
That is the answer. See, so you knew something, you learned something.
I did. You right.
See, it wasn't all that bad at all after all, right?
Nah.
Is there anything else that you would like to say about your team? Is there anything else that you would like people to know about how you feel as a 49er fan?
The
See,
Niners
now
aren't
it's time to
whiners.
pop it. Now it's time to go ahead and pop it.
the,
You know what I'm saying?
the Niners aren't whiners. The Niners are actually a very strong team. We are one of very few teams that can sit here and say that they've been to the playoffs slash NFC Championship slash Super Bowl 11 years straight. Um, it was probably the happiest day of my life the day that the Chiefs didn't even make the playoffs last season. But that's another story. Um,
Yeah, they was salty.
but don't count my team out. Don't count my team out just because my team has 5 rings and yours don't. Um, yeah. That's the competitive coming out. I apologize in advance if I hurt your
Mhm.
feelings, but it's
Yeah,
all
my team got fired too.
it's all love in football, and
My team got fired too. You know what I mean? It is what
you're a
it is.
Cowboys fan.
I mean,
That my youngest brother's a Cowboys fan, so you can imagine the rivalry in my house.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and you
And
know what? I'm the type of I'm the fan, and this goes for college football too. Like I don't I know that back in the day we had like a real deep rivalry with the
I
49ers.
don't hate the Cowboys.
Right. Like I know we had like it
My
was
hatred is for the Chiefs.
but it was real bad back in the day. Like it
Oh,
was
listen, I can I
like
ask you a question as a Cowboy fan? Why do a lot of y'all fans decide to rip y'all TVs off the wall and chuck them places?
I can't speak for all Cowboys fans. What I would say for me as a Dallas Cowboy fan, I I'm not delusional about the Cowboys
Okay.
any longer. You know what I mean? I
Any
was, but
longer?
it was too much for me. I'm a ride for my Cowboys, not too much on them. I'm a ride for them. Honestly, I need them to get it together
I'm not
so
gonna hold you.
that
I don't
I
think
can
y'all are gonna get
start.
it together until Jerry
I mean,
Jones is out the picture.
we know we know.
Until
But
Jerry
that's another
Jones is
thing.
out
Like
that picture, y'all not
people
going nowhere,
tell us these things
respectfully.
and we know, but I'm not upset because I know one thing that people always say about Cowboys fans is how at the beginning of the season we always say we going to the Super Bowl, and the way that I feel is as a fan of the
Everyone says
Dallas
that.
Cowboys or as a fan of any team, you better be saying that you need your team to go to the Super Bowl. Your team is going to go
Absolutely.
one win,
Absolutely.
one ugly win. We going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how
Listen, it
we're
doesn't matter
supposed
if
to
you
feel.
win by 1 point or you win by 15 points. You won.
Look, if we get to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? We going to the Super Bowl. That's just how it's going. That's just what we
Listen,
gonna
and I'm a root for y'all to make it to that playoffs. I'm a
do.
root for y'all to make
Like,
it to the playoffs because at the end of the day, y'all got to come through my team.
Mato, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be knowing too. But the fact of the
Eh,
matter is, we going to the Super Bowl. That's what we
Listen,
gonna
Jalen Thompson
say.
is a fire safety.
Cowboys took my safety, Jalen Thompson. Man, that's tough. That's rough. You know what I mean? Shout out to us. You know what I'm saying?
Big
But so
facts.
yeah, so as a Dallas Cowboys fan, like I'm not that fan. I'm not. Like I've been a Cowboys fan since I was 12, since I started watching football. That's who I started watching was
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys. And I'm that fan. I'm gonna turn on the TV on Sunday. If I'm at home, because I watch way more college football now than I do NFL, to be honest, at this point in time of my life. But
Mhm.
when I do, I'm sitting down, I'm gonna turn my Cowboys on, and either I'm gonna be like, okay, dog, y'all won that, or they going, you know what I'm saying? I'm be like, come on,
Like,
man,
what is happening?
like, please, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna sit there and
Yeah.
watch the whole game, and I'm gonna support, not too much on that. Like I'm gonna be saying all that. So I don't know. I can't to answer your question. I can't answer your question because I don't know why people act like that. Now watching, Ohio State, I do be wanting to cry when we lose. You know what I'm saying? I do be wanting to cry. Like I be wanting to shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie. It was a game that I actually did. But you know what I'm saying? Like and again, that's just because right now I'm just so much more into college football than I am the NFL. But it's ride or die, DC4L, Dallas Cowboys for life for me.
It's all that's
So,
dope.
all right.
That's
So
dope.
this has been amazing.
I
This has
appreciate you.
been
Thank you for having me.
amazing. Everybody, make sure y'all follow Niner on your way out. Why don't you just let us know once again, kind of like we did at the top of the hour, who you are, when they can catch you streaming, what shows that you're a part of, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So again, like she said, I'm Top Badge Niner. I have a show every Tuesday, a poetry show every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Tagged. I'm a part of another show. If you follow a gentleman named Goliath, um, his show is Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. here on Tagged, and Poetic Bambi, Fridays at 7 p.m. You catch me over there.
Okay. And I had something else I was about to say, and now I can't even remember. Oh, if you know anybody else that wants to be on the show, if you guys know any other like super football fans, it could be college, it could be NFL, it could be UFL, it could be
I will
Canadian
send them your
Football
way.
League, it could be overseas, it could be whatever type of whatever it is. Please send them my way and we will talk and we'll just have another good time like we did today. So I really appreciate you taking this time out, especially cutting your show short that you were supposed to be on tonight.
No, no, you're
And
good. You're good. I was an honor to
don't
be
be
here. I
stressed.
appreciate you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
for
And I will
sure.
definitely send. Listen, the amount of people that come through my stream to this day wanting to talk about sports, I will send them over here.
Send them over here. And honestly, even not during this time, most people now that come to my stream, that's what we talk about. That's what
Listen,
we
we
talk
talk.
about.
We've been talking about football, and people come in. They're like, "Football season's over." Football season is never over.
Excuse me? It's spring. What are we
Stop
talking
playing with
about?
me.
We got trade. It's stuff that we got to pay attention to right now in this
Listen, the
spring.
only time you can sit here and tell me that it's boring is July. That's it.
Please, we got the combine, we got pro day coming up, we got draft coming up. What do you mean? Again,
Exactly.
also for those of y'all that don't know, and if you've never watched a UFL game and you truly miss football during the spring, watch a UFL game. It's
Oh,
they
they're amazing.
Oh my God, it's so
They
lit.
are
I'm actually
amazing.
going to one this year. I'm gonna go see. So now Columbus got a team, the Aviators. So they're gonna be in Birmingham. I'm in Georgia, so I'm gonna just drive to Birmingham and catch that game. I'm gonna try to get some media credentials. That's what I'm gonna try to do. But I'm gonna go to that game, and I'm so excited. So catch the UFL, y'all. It is lit. I think they start March 27th. So in a couple of weeks, they have kickoff for the UFL.
I'm here for it.
All right, thank you. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you again for having me. It was nice to
Yes,
meet all
thank
of
you,
you.
everybody. Thanks to all the fans in the comments. I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for everybody that's been coming here week after week and watching my show. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.